Police hear elderly couple crying. They do this. By Paul Johnson. Aging can be challenging for many people. As we reach the later years of our lives, many people begin losing lifelong friends, and time with family is cut down to a couple obligatory hours each week. There's also an elevated risk of mental illness later on in life, as many conditions typically see their onset later in life, including Alzheimer's and dementia. Along with the increased isolation and mental health concerns, many people experience health problems in later years that can make it even harder to take part in social activities. This means that many elderly people wind up doing little more than passing time until they inevitably pass away. In 2016, Italian police received calls from concerned citizens about loud cries coming from an apartment unit. Upon arrival, they realized that they were not cries of physical pain, but rather an elderly couple wailing in emotional anguish. Michelle, 84, and Jolie, 94. The couple were extremely lonely, but something had pushed them over the edge that night. As it turns out, they'd been watching the news when they became overwhelmed by the sheer volume of negativity they were seeing. Michelle and Jolie did have friends to spend time with, but during the holidays they were all gone and the isolation was getting to them. The combination of isolation and the constant feed of negativity from the news simply became too much. Feeling for their situation, police opened their hearts and asked the couple if they could make dinner for them. Thrilled to have company, Michelle and Jolie gladly accepted. But as police began to plan the meal, they realized something shocking. The couple had almost nothing to eat in the house other than some old grapes. After realizing that they likely hadn't been eating well, police called for an ambulance to take a look at them and make sure they were doing all right physically. Once they were certain that the couple was okay, they set about cooking a lovely meal of spaghetti, butter, and cheese. But Michelle and Jolie weren't the only ones moved by the actions of police. We'll tell you what happened when the story got out in just a second. But first, why not subscribe to Did You Know? And hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload from us. Also, take a moment to leave us a like. After an outpouring of public curiosity from those in the area, police took to Facebook to explain the situation and to reassure everyone that the couple was all right. People were immediately touched and the post went viral, prompting one commenter to say, "One act of kindness may well see this couple through many months, with the thought that a couple of strangers took the time to share a little time with them." And another person wrote, "Their loneliness and despair were assuaged by two angels in the night dressed in blue. Thank you for your humanity, caring, and thoughtfulness." It's a sad truth that while Michelle and Jolie did receive a visit from angels in blue, many elderly folks will not. Oftentimes, as we age, our mental faculties begin to slip, and sometimes that means that those members of society who are most vulnerable are those that are left to wait out their final years alone, watching TV and torn apart by loneliness. It's important to realize this story for what it is, a symbol of a much larger issue, and a call to action for all of us to be nicer to our fellow humans. If you have someone elderly in your life, make sure you show them compassion and make them feel valued and loved. If you don't personally know anyone who's elderly, there are always opportunities to reach out to people in your community, such as volunteering at nursing homes or helping neighbors with tasks like snow removal or grocery shopping. Do you do any community service with the elderly folks with special needs? Let us know in the comments below.